So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, AD4. Today, guys, I'm joined by a special guest on here. His name is Patrick Mealy. Please check out his
Hello.
channel. I'll leave a link in the description below to his channel. You guys can check it out. Please subscribe to his channel. Helps his channel grow. And obviously, we'll be discussing about the Ecuador national team for today. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do because I think Ecuador is kind of being wrote off. I think everyone's kind of writing them off at their own peril. I've seen a lot of people make their predictions, and everyone's saying that Netherlands, Senegal. I haven't seen anyone really give Ecuador a chance. So what do you think, Patrick?
Yeah, I think Ecuador, very interesting. Ecuador has never won the Copa America before, which is very interesting. Although their best place was fourth place in 1959 and 1993, and and they even went to the CONCACAF Gold Cup in 2002, and they have eventually made. Let's see what I can do. By the way, Ecuador made their first appearance at the World Cup in 2002, and they did it again in 2006 and 2014. Now they qualified for the World Cup in 2022. So they made three previous appearances. Three previous appearances at the World Cup. And the one thing that I'm interested in, they qualified for a fourth time in 2022. So it is very incredible to see Ecuador back in the World Cup. Basically, when I check out the World Cup, if I check out the World Cup qualification, well, sometimes the results for Ecuador can be very tough, especially with the 3-1 loss to Paraguay. Well, they need Uruguay to win against Peru, and Ecuador need Uruguay to Peru. I'm sorry, Uruguay. Ecuador need to win. Ecuador need Uruguay to win against Peru, and yes, they did. It happened. It happened on March 24th. So Paraguay won against Ecuador. So Ecuador lost to Paraguay 3-1, and they need Uruguay to beat Peru 1-0. And the Uruguayan player named Georgian de Arrascaeta, what I pronounce, is the goal scorer for Uruguay against Peru. And the penalty for Ecuador, Jordi Caicedo, however you say that, is like scored for Ecuador. Is like Caicedo, however you say that, has scored a penalty against Paraguay, which they lost 3-1 against Paraguay. So yeah, Ecuador lost 3-1 to Paraguay, and they need Uruguay to beat Peru 1-0. And yes, Uruguay did win against Peru, and Ecuador obviously qualified for the World Cup. So they finished fourth overall in the standings, just 2 points behind Uruguay, just like 13 points behind Argentina, and just like 19 points behind Brazil. So Ecuador are a good team. So if you look at the FIFA World Rankings for Ecuador, they are ranked 44th in the world. They moved 2 spots on June 23rd. Their highest was 10th in June 2013. Their lowest November 2017. And if you look at the results for Ecuador at the World Cup, well, as you can see, in the 2002 World Cup, Ecuador had their first ever World Cup victory against Croatia, 1-0 in the group stage. That took place in Yokohama, but although Ecuador lost to Italy and Mexico, it was a great run by Ecuador, to be honest. And then, if you look at 2006, they obviously won. They obviously won 2-0 against Poland, and 3-0 against Costa Rica. So Ecuador progressed to the knockout stage, which is fine. So David Beckham scored for England against Ecuador, which sees Ecuador Ecuador's World Cup journey come to an end in 2006. And then skipping to 2014, Ecuador surprisingly became the highest, highest team to not make it to the knockout stage, which is surprising. So they obviously lost 2-1 to Switzerland, and they obviously lost 2-1 to Switzerland, and yes, they did win 2-1 against Ecuador. I'm sorry, not Ecuador. Ecuador obviously won 2-1 against Honduras. That's better. And then they drew 0-0 with France. So they have 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss in Brazil in 2014, and 3 goals has scored and 3 conceded, so make it 0 goal difference. So 4 points is not that bad, and the highest team to not make it to the group stage at the World Cup 2014. And now they qualify for the 2022 World Cup, which thanks to a 3-1 defeat to Paraguay and Uruguay's 1-0 win over Peru, which saw Ecuador qualify for the World Cup. So and so does Uruguay. So Qatar are now with Ecuador for the opening match on November 21st, and obviously. Yeah, and then the next match they'll be facing the Netherlands, and they'll face Senegal at the final group match,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting. If you look at Qatar, they're ranked 49th, Senegal ranked 18th, and 8th for the Netherlands. So these FIFA rankings, Ecuador are ranked to 44th, which is likely surprising. So I'm expecting Ecuador to perform very, very well at the World Cup.
Yeah, it's interesting because thank you for giving that a history. That was really, really good as summary you just gave. Yeah, I do appreciate it. And yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting because I think Ecuador are kind of given a group where it's kind of like the group of like kind of life in some ways, because I don't really feel there's any nation in this group that's like all that spectacular, you know. And I feel like this is kind of a group that Ecuador can be like, okay, you know what, we got a decent group because you know it's not like they got Brazil, like Germany or Spain or anything. They because none of these teams in this group, in my opinion, are like World Cup favorites. There's not really a World Cup favorite in this group. You know, I know many people probably maybe push Netherlands, but I don't think Netherlands is there yet. I think Netherlands kind of more of a work in progress, and I feel like none of these nations are really established. That's what I mean. I feel like all these nations are kind of like around the same level. Do you agree with that?
I think so, but well, even though they're ranked 49th in the world, I believe that Ecuador, despite being ranked 49th, they're expecting to hang on, and probably if they can easily defeat Qatar in the opening match on November 21st, they have to regroup, resize, and infamously they have to in somehow, some way, Ecuador can do something that they have never done before. And of course, the Netherlands and Senegal are tough opponents for Ecuador. I'm expecting the Netherlands and Senegal. I'm expecting Ecuador to make some changes against these sides like the Netherlands and Senegal, but Senegal are just ranked 18th and the Netherlands ranked 8th. But these two sides have incorporated with a lot of talent. So, despite the fact that the Netherlands and Senegal are ranked higher than and despite the fact Qatar and Senegal are ranked higher than Ecuador, I'm expecting them to have a like defensive tackles and all that, and scoring and shooting is internet, and I'm expecting Ecuador to having sorts of defensive units, and I'm expecting to have offensive attacks and all that, offensive attacks, and I think it's very, very fortunate enough to see that Ecuador's offensive line. If you look at the players, you know,
Yeah, wait,
Alex.
wait. I don't. Let's wait. Let's talk. We'll talk about players a little bit later, but just to
Oh,
finish up your thought. Yeah, let's just talk. So, what's your early prediction? For me, I say Ecuador. I'm going to go with the third place. I think they'll finish third in this group. I don't think they'll make the top.
well, obviously for me, I'll take. I think Ecuador will end it at the last 16. Obviously,
Ooh, so you think they come? You think they come second in the group or first in the group?
maybe come second.
Okay, okay. So that means if they do come second, they'll face Group B winner, which is likely to be England. And I guess like 2006 again. They get knocked out of it by England.
Yeah,
That's
obviously.
yeah. So okay, yeah, yeah. For me personally speaking, I think it's second or third or fourth is probably realistic. I don't really think first is realistic at all. I think first is too much to ask. Um, and yeah, for me, it's most likely third place as of today. I could change my mind because remember, guys, the World Cup's going to take place in the winter time, November to December. So this is July 22nd. So we could maybe change our minds when the actual World Cup gets closer, when the squads are announced. But as of today, if the World Cup is happening right now, I would say Ecuador can finish third. But I think it's going to be a close battle. I think Ecuador Senegal will probably determine the second place in the group, in my opinion. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that aspect. And obviously that's a crucial game. When is that game? That game is going to be the last game of the group, so that's going to be an important game. That could probably determine the second place in the group, in my opinion. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. So let's go ahead and talk about now that we've talked about the team. Let's talk about the manager. What's your thoughts on the manager, uh, Gustavo Alfaro? He's the manager of Ecuador, and he's been in charge since August 2020. So he's been in charge for a long time. He's been in charge for the qualifiers, and he's done a good job. It seems. What's your thoughts on him as a manager?
Yeah, Gustavo Alfaro. Oh yeah. Yeah. Usually he previously managed the team from like South America and Asia. Yeah, Gustavo. Gustavo is like a personnel. Gustavo, Gustavo, he's a very good manager. I'm expecting Gustavo to have a lot of patience to the Ecuador team, like especially to Alexander Dominguez, who is a goalkeeper for Ecuador, and Robert Abroleta, and Angelo Preciado, especially. Like they have a lot of Ecuador players that expected to win the World Cup. Well, I'm very surprised to see how the coaching staff can do. Surprisingly, all of the Ecuador coaching staff are from Argentina. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
assistant coach is Claudio Cristofanelli. Assistant coach is Carlos Gonzalez. Assistant coach is Nicolas Chesia. Goalkeeping coach Diego Carranza. Fitness coach Sergio Chiarelli. So it'll be interesting to see how Gustavo Alfaro and his entire Ecuador team and players to see how they will fit in this World Cup in Qatar in
Yeah,
November.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm looking at his manager record. He's got like he's played 29 matches, 11 wins, 10 draws, 8 losses. So that's actually pretty decent, 49%. For an Ecuador team, they're obviously not really amongst the best in South America, and the fact they were like third, I believe, for most of the qualifiers is very, very impressive. And I was actually looking at their record in the qualifiers. They actually have the third best goal difference. Obviously, the top two is going to obviously be Brazil, Argentina, but for them to be third ahead of the likes of Uruguay and Colombia and Chile and Peru is really, really impressive. So I think you should keep an eye upon Ecuador. I think Ecuador can surprise people in this World Cup. I don't think Ecuador will be a sleepover nation by any means. I don't think it's a nation you could just brush over to the side. Like this is a nation that they're gonna give you the fight. While they may not advance the knockout stage, they'll make it tough. So
Oh
that's what my
yeah, obviously.
yeah. Now let's talk about the squad. Indeed. So let's start with the goalkeeper. Obviously, you kind of already mentioned. Actually, before we get started, what formation do you think Ecuador is going to play in the World Cup?
Well, obviously they're going to go for a 4-3-3. Obviously,
All
That
right,
was,
4-3-3.
like obviously the attacks, and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can say it like that.
Yeah. Okay. So I think goalkeeper is pretty interesting. Goalkeeper, I think it's very obvious who the first choice goalkeeper is. You can just tell me right now who you think is going to be.
Alexander Dominguez.
Dominguez. Yeah, he's definitely the first choice keeper. He's got the most caps as well. I don't think. Let's see. Is he here?
Um, I think you can scroll up. You can see Alexander. No, you can scroll down. Sorry. I um um actually search for Alexander Dom. That would be that'll make it very easy, very easy. Oh
Okay, did I
okay.
spell it wrong?
Uh
D.
um I there's no results found, so you have to go like Alexander Dom, so you can see Alexander
Yeah.
Dominguez.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
Yeah,
Uh
it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately, let me just pause you right here. This database, I think it only does like European players, and so because he does not play at the European club, so that's probably why it's not on here. So I'll just show you a picture for you guys. For those that don't know who he is, this is the guy right here.
yeah,
Alexander.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's 35 years old. He's pretty old, and definitely, man, this may be his final World Cup, to be honest with you. So
We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah, let's see, man, and he's definitely a great keeper, man. Backup keepers, you got Hernan Galindez and Moises Ramirez. I think those are probably two of the backup keepers. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, the backup keepers aren't very important because generally most of the time your first choice keeper is usually fit. But obviously, the rare occasion your first choice keeper isn't fit, you have to rely on your backups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting there. Let's move on to the next player. So, let's move on to let's talk about left backs. Obviously, I think left back is very obvious. I think we know who's going to start at left back. We already know the name. Um,
Well, well,
yeah,
I think the left back. Well, what is a left back anyway?
yeah. It's like it's basically like a fullback. That's like someone that's like bombs forward, and defends. Like he's kind of like a player that helps with attack and helps with defense. Um, it's kind of
Well,
hard for me to describe. But yeah, that's pretty much
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm thinking it's very difficult. But I think obviously Ener Valencia. Ener Valencia.
Yeah. No, I think he's a striker. He's not the. I don't think he's the left back. The left back I'm thinking of is Esteban. That's a left back. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah. Let's see. Estapion. Yeah. Purvis Estupian.
Yeah. What the heck? Why is it not on here? There we go. Esteban. Yeah, this guy, man, he's really solid as a left back. He's got 3 goals and 26 caps for Ecuador. He plays at Villarreal, one of the top teams in Spain. Recently just won the Europa League, and they made this Champions League semifinals. So, yeah, that's amazing for him, man. Esteban, man, what a player, man. What a player, man. Esteban is. He's definitely one of their best players. 24 years old as well, very very young indeed. And yeah, definitely. I'm thinking of backup left backs you could probably potentially have, or as follows. Let's see, who are the backup left backs? Let's see, you got no, not him. Let's see, Brian Castillo. No, no, that's not him. Wrong. Sorry, wrong position. I'm just looking at these.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, who else do you have? Is there not any other backup left backs? Oh, here we go. We got Diago Palucios. He plays Los Angeles FC. He's 23 years old, so he's actually pretty young. He's
Wow.
got 1 goal and 2 assists for in 15 matches, and he's pretty good. He's got 11 caps for the national team, so he'll probably
Yeah.
be backup.
Very
Uh,
interesting.
yeah, and
Palacios can do very well. He
yeah,
previously played for SD Alcas and William the second. Yeah, he is a very good player.
yeah. Let's see who. Let's talk about the right backs now. Let's just get fullbacks out of the way. So, fullbacks. So, who's gonna be the right back for Ecuador? Um, I think it's gonna probably be. Let's see. Um, let's see, the right back. It's gonna probably be. I'm thinking maybe Presido.
Yeah, Presido. Let's see. Presido. Yes. Presido. Oh yeah, very interesting. He plays for Genk, right?
Yeah, yeah, plays a gank, and wow, he's 24 years old. Another young right back as well.
He's
Looking pretty
24. He
good.
was born in 1998.
Dang, let me see his national team record. So he's got like he plays a gank, and he's got like he's got 24 caps as well, which is pretty solid, and he definitely looks pretty young as well, which is nice to see. So
24
that's good
caps.
to hear. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then let's see who the backup right back is gonna probably be. I think the backup right back might be let's see, who's gonna be the backup. Let me see. I already mentioned him. Do you know the top of your head?
Yeah, but well, who is that again?
Oh, I see here. Brian Castillo. He plays at
Brian Castella, of course.
yeah, plays
Brian,
at Liga MX Leon.
yeah, he plays for Leon.
Yeah, yeah. He just made the wow. He just made the move recently. He was actually at Barcelona SC. Not the Spanish Barcelona guys. There's another Barcelona in Ecuador. That Barcelona team.
Yeah, I
So
know, but he previously played for Norte America, Deportivo Azogues, Emelec, and Alcas, and Barcelona. Yeah, he moved to Leon. So, yeah, interesting for Byron Castillo.
yeah, yeah. Let's talk about center backs now. Okay, why is it
Center
not working?
backs. Hmm.
Okay, center backs. I think let's see who's going to be the two. Um, I'm thinking they'll probably start.
I
Um,
the center backs. Oh, the center backs. I believe. Yeah, the center backs are like very interesting.
yeah, I think Arbolada should start. He plays
Alvarado, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna start. I think he's gonna start. He's got the most caps of the defenders.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go. There's no unfortunately I couldn't find his image on there, but yeah, Robert Aberlotto, man. He plays at Sao Paulo FC, a Brazilian team, and he's 30 years old. Gives you that experience. He's a defender. He's
Yeah,
got a good height
Robert
as well.
Aberletta. Yeah. Again, Aberletta is like he loves playing in Brazil. Like he plays in Sao Paulo. He plays in Sao Paulo. He previously plays for Almedo, Municipal and Cañar, Brescia, LDU Loja, however you say that, Universidad, and he plays for the Universidad Católica del Ecuador. I'm sorry, my Spanish isn't bad, but I'm sorry, my Spanish is bad, but and now he plays for Sao Paulo. And he now plays for Ecuador. He's got 32 caps. Very interesting.
Yeah.
30 years old.
Now this could be the other center back. I think will start. He's from Bayer Leverkusen. His name is Piero Hinsepe. He's 20 years old. He's very very young, and this guy looks promising. 20 years old. And this is actually pretty impressive. He's got 27 matches for Bayer Leverkusen. Leverkusen just made the Champions League as well, so very, very impressive, man. I think he'll definitely start. So that's great. I've noticed with his back line is that almost all these players are young, except the other center back, 30 years old. But you need some experience in your back line. But
Oh,
that's good to see. That's a very young defensive line.
yeah. He previously played for Independiente del Valle and Talleres. He plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Very incredible achievement to see how the Ecuadorian can make it to the final, obviously,
Yeah.
of the German Cup.
Yeah, I think backup players will probably be Javier Araga. He'll probably back up. Then I'm thinking that another backup could be Felix Torres. I think he'll be another backup as
Oh
well.
yeah, Felix Torres, obviously, 25 years old, born on January 11, 1997. Yeah, he plays for Santos Laguna, a team from Mexico, and yeah, obviously he hang on, he let's see Felix Torres. Yeah, he previously played for LU, Porto Viejo, and Barcelona. Now he plays for Santos Laguna. He's got 16 caps for the national team. So I'm quite sure that Felix Torres can move a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, this is actually huge news. This could be bad though. So he just recently broke his ankle, Robert Aberlotto, and he could be back. He could miss the World Cup. His return is gonna be October 22nd, October 2022, which late October, which means he might miss the World Cup, which is really really bad news for Ecuador. So let's hope for Ecuador's sake he's back, because that's gonna
Uh,
be really sad. It's gonna be really bad if he doesn't make the World Cup.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the midfield. So, CDM. Who do we have here? I think the first choice CDM will probably be Grizezo.
Yeah,
Um,
Gruezo, I mean.
yeah, plays at Augsburg, man. 26 years old, and he's young as well. That's pretty good to see. Backup players you could probably imagine would be, uh, you could probably say would be, let's see, Sarmiento. You'll probably be the backup. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Let's see. Okay, let's see who backup will probably be. I think maybe Moises Caicedo could be
Yeah,
backup.
Moises Caicedo, obviously. Yeah, born in
Yeah,
2001 and in San Domingo, Ecuador, and he previously played for Independiente del Valle, and he currently plays for Brighton.
yeah. Actually, I think Moises Caicedo will probably start. Actually, I'm trying to think who else might be benched. Maybe Angel Mena. Let's see. Can he play CDM? Because I think Agrezo will probably be that CDM. The box to box player. You know. Um,
Obviously, yeah.
yeah, and let's see. Gonzalo Plata. No, not him. Let's see. Yeah, and wait, no, not Angel Mena. Well, actually, Angel Mena could play, but I don't think it's gonna be him.
Yeah, Jeremy Sarmiento's like
Oh, I found the other player. It's Jagusen Mendez. He's a CDM, plays at Orlando City, and he's 25 years old, so he'll probably be backup. Okay,
wow.
yeah. And then other center mid, let's put Caicedo there. He's very young. He'll probably start. One of their most talented players, Moises Caicedo. There's a lot of talk about him, and yeah, I just think he's a really quality player, man. We always talk about enough about him. He's a quality player. Plays at Brighton, and national team. He's got 2 goals and 23 appearances, which is pretty solid. And he's just a great midfielder to have in your national team. He's 20 years old, very young as well. And then backup players. Actually, let's just do other starter. The other starter I can maybe see happening would be uh, Franco and Alan Franco. He's 23 years old. He's a central midfielder, and he's got 23 caps for the national team. So he'll probably be a starter.
Yeah,
There.
obviously.
Okay. Yeah. So there's that, and he's currently on loan. He's on loan at Telleris, and now he's just came back. He's gonna be back on loan back on loan at Atletico MG, which isn't that Atletico? That's Atletico Mineros, I think. So that's pretty cool to say. But yeah, he's a good player. Let's see backup players. Then obviously you have another backup player like um, let's see, who else do you have? Carcelion. He will probably be another backup player. Then let's say Cabiz as well will probably be backup. And yeah, I'll say those two, probably three. Okay, let's move on to the forwards now, I suppose. Okay,
Yeah,
so striker, I think is very obvious. It's very obvious he's going to start the striker position.
yeah. Obviously, it's Enter Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia is going to start, man, on the World Cup. Probably his last World Cup. Let me see how old is he. He's 32 years old. I don't see him playing 2026. Yeah, this will be probably his last World Cup, which is good. He can go out in a bang. And yeah,
Wow.
man, he's very versatile. He can play as a striker, plays a right winger, plays a left winger.
Yeah,
He's 30 years old.
he plays for Fenerbahce from Turkey.
Yeah, and dude, he's got so many goals. He got 35 goals and 72 appearances. That's actually really solid.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's like a goal every 2 games. That's like actually a really good record.
Yeah, he's got 72 caps, and that's incredible.
Yeah, dang, he's been one of their best players. And then I would say Estrada will probably be
Yeah.
a starter as well.
Yeah, Estrada, obviously. He plays for like DC United, obviously, and he plays for Toluca, and he plays for DC United now on a loan. He's got 4 goals. Obviously, he got 34 caps.
Yeah, okay, let me see. Estrada, where is he? There you go. Yeah. Actually, hold up. He's a striker, so maybe he may not. He may. Okay, wait. Let me see something. Let me fix something, guys. I might mistake. Okay, I think he'll probably be the backup striker. Actually, I don't think he'll start, but he'll probably be backup. He'll probably be a backup for Valencia. Let's see. Then let's see who else. Then you got Ibarra. Ibarra will probably start.
Yeah, Ibarra. Yeah.
He's the number 10 of the national team. So let me see. Is it Renato Ibarra? I think it is.
No, Romario Ibarra.
Oh, it's Romario. Okay, sorry. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for correcting me.
Just okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 27 years old, and let me see his national team record. How many goals he's got? He's played. How many caps does he have? Ibarra's. Wait, where's he? Why can't I see him not here? Heck.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just look here. Romario Ibarra has got he's got 22 caps and 3 goals. That's actually pretty solid for 27 years old, and he actually plays in left wing, so not right wing. Sorry, let me make that mistake. Let me correct that actually.
Oh, yeah, Romario. Yes.
Yeah, and now let's talk about right wing. Who's gonna be the right winger? It might be. Oh, I see. There's a Valladolid player. He's really young. He's from there, from Ecuador. I think his name is Plata. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he? Oh yeah, right here, Gonzalo Plata.
Yeah, Gonzalo Plata. Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. Gonzalo Plata. Gonzalo.
Dang. Dude, I'm looking at his record. He's got 5 goals and 28 appearances, and he's 21 years old. He's very young.
Yeah,
Dang,
21 years old is like very, very young at the moment. He'll be 22, like 21 days before the World Cup, and he will be he plays for Valladolid. Yeah, Valladolid is a team from Spain. Yes, yeah. Spain.
I think they recently just got promotion. I think so. They're back in the first division. I think.
Oh so, yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see, man.
Yeah, Gonzalo Plata. Yeah, obviously Valladolid. Yeah. They're promoted and they finished second place. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, guys, I just realized something really cool fact for you guys. Some of you guys may not know this. He's actually the younger brother of Renato Ibarra. There's another player we had in the national team, and that's actually pretty cool, man.
Wow. Yeah.
That's really interesting. So let's talk about backup players real quick. So obviously, I think Romario Ibarra will probably Estrada will probably be a backup for the striker position. And then backup for a right winger, I'm thinking maybe another backup for striker would be Jordi Caicedo. Then I think another backup you could probably see is Sarmiento. He's 20 years old. He'll probably be backup for Plata. And then left wing backup, I'm thinking it might be who could it be? I think it might be Angel Mena. He's 34 years old. He's really young. I mean, not really young. Sorry, really old. 34 years old. So he probably won't be given a lot of minutes. But he'll probably come off the bench. Yeah, and then let's see. I'm trying to think of the other backup players. Okay, let's see. And then another backup you could probably see would be Sarmiento, as I said, and then maybe Presido as well. Oh, wait, not Presido. Sorry. Keep messing up the names. Yeah, Sarmiento will probably be backup. And then Jordi Caicedo. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it for our World Ecuador thing. So this team looks pretty young. A lot of the players are really young. There's not many old players in this team, which is pretty interesting. And a lot of the players are European-based as too, which is really cool. So what's your overall thoughts, man? Do you have any final thoughts before we head off for today?
Well, I'm thinking Ecuador. They usually have a younger squad, and I'm expecting Ecuador to have this like kind of tempo during the World Cup. As Senegal, Qatar, Netherlands, like, and Ecuador is like usually, despite Ecuador only won the gold medal in 2007, and in the Pan American Games, like Ecuador, I'm expecting them to run to the finish at the World Cup. I don't think Ecuador could ever potentially make it to the last 16, but I think in my mind that Ecuador could make it to the last 16. Like if they'll finish second in the group, likely to put it up, and then usually I think Ecuador, they have the squad they need, the team that has never won the Copa America, and they never won the World Cup. They never won the World Cup, and they have 3 appearances now, and now a 4th appearance in the World Cup. I wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, good. Best of luck to them, and make South America proud, man. Make South America proud. You know, be crazy, man. Imagine all South American nations advance. That'd be amazing. Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, and Ecuador. How good it'd be for CONMEBOL, man. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's gonna be it for today, man. Look out for this Ecuador team. I think they can surprise people, and who knows, man? Maybe who knows? They could definitely do something. So thank you, Patrick Mealy, for coming on here. It was great fun for me and you discussing about Ecuador. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Like this video, did enjoy. Make sure you guys sub to his channel. I'll leave a link in the description below, and everything like that. So hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys comment down with thoughts, and also comment down below if any Ecuadorian players we forgot to mention, because there probably is. We can't mention everyone, you know. So these are just comment down below. Also comment down below your expectations for them in the comment section below, and check out my email in the plus description below, my Twitter, Discord, email, and Twitch, and my Patreon page as well. And that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Bye.